Welcome. Here we are again, Kimerie. It's very sunny outside. It's spring. It's getting warmer. The rain and the mists and the grey is going away, I hope. And here we are coming up to Easter. And I'm going to ask you a very straight question. What does Easter mean in unity? Maybe it's exactly the same as the Anglican Church or whatever, but what does unity mean for unity?
Okay, so I'm not going to answer for unity. I'm going to answer from me and my understanding and experience as it pertains to unity. Because unity doesn't say you must believe this or you must do that. This is, you have to, come into this way of thinking. For me personally, Easter is all about the crucifixion and resurrection experience, which is we go through that sense of really having to let go, to release all the old ways. It's why our lead booklet has all been about letting go. We have to consciously, deliberately let go. And for Jesus, it was letting go of his human body as much as anything. I think it was also letting go of the role that they put him into as teacher and master. And while we have somebody else up there as teacher and master, the energy doesn't come through us. So I think for him at one level, there was probably a sense of, I have to let this role go. You have to find the energy within you and take that energy that I represent and make it real for you. And I do believe that was his ministry in many ways. For that to happen, it was a crucifixion, because that's how they killed people in those days, and that was what they did. It doesn't have to be as painful for us. It's only painful when we really resist what's going on. So we can make crucifixion as easy or as difficult as we want it to be, but there is always, I believe, some sort of letting go. There has to be a letting go, a crucifixion. But then when we really do that, as Jesus did, and that willingness that he did, take this from me, but if you can't, I'll do it, and he did. When we go through that ourselves, we all experience a new self, a new beingness, the resurrection. So it's about becoming new and taking that energy on. And I really believe we can't take on that energy until we've let go of the old. We have to make space for the new. Doesn't need to be difficult, doesn't need to be painful. But there is a sense of letting go of my identity, of who I think I am, and what I think I do. I do believe there's a sense of all of that. And the caterpillar becomes the butterfly. And he has to let go of being a caterpillar to become a butterfly. And we don't want to let go. We hold on. And then it does become a crucifixion experience. So is that deep enough?
Yeah, I didn't quite expect a lecture, but no, I see. Absolutely. No, that's wonderful. And it's your experience, which is really important to say. Okay, so that's Easter. That's what Easter means for you, for us.
Well, it
can mean, yes, indeed, and it's a process, of course. So, what are we doing? What actually is happening for Easter? What's going to go on?
Well, we've got some lovely meditation activities, because meditation is my thing. It's about feeling into the presence, connecting with that energy within us, the Christ light, whatever you want to call it. So Maundy Thursday, let me talk to Cameron. Maundy Thursday, we've got our meditation from 8:30 to 9. As we always do, we do a Thursday weekly meditation. So that is continuing, and so Maundy Thursday, it'll be a bit of a spiritual communion experience, so that makes it a deeper internal quest, if you like. So we'll do that Maundy Thursday. Good Friday, I've got another meditation I will share, the 7 words of Jesus on the cross that we have written in the Gospels. So we will take that and make that into a meditation for Friday evening, again 8:30 to 9. And Sunday morning, Easter Sunday, I would like to expand our meditation that we normally do at 10 o'clock with Daily Word to become a bit more celebratory, a bit more singing and recognising the Christ light being born. There will be meditation, but it will be a little bit more of a service, not a full service, not a lecture or anything, but just a celebration of the new life being born in us. So we're doing that. So Maundy Thursday, Good Friday and Easter Sunday. And yes, we'd love to have people join us. I know Easter people are busy, but if any of you can take time out just to connect with what's going on inside you this Easter. and bring all of that to these experiences, to the spiritual communion, to the letting go on the cross, and to the new life and the resurrection being born. It makes the time sacred and special, and we change through the process, and that's only a good thing.
And online, it keeps that, it retains that experience. Of course, it's not quite like being in a room with people, but it is amazing how it can have that impact that you've been talking about, that spiritual impact online.
I think it works just as well in many ways, because we're in our own space, we're at home, we're safe, we're in our own environment. Having said that, we do retreats and we do workshops, and there's other things going on. Which brings us to the May retreat, a little bit in the future. So we're going to probably workshop. Correction, workshop. We'll come back to it. We'll probably describe it in more detail down the line, but say a little bit about it. Give us a taste of what it's going to be in May. Well, it's all about we are enough. That it was so inbuilt in us that I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, I lack everything that I need to live my life. You know, it's so ingrained in us to respond in that way that this workshop is all about connecting with I am enough. So there'll be inner journey work, there'll be meditations, there'll be talks, there'll be breakout rooms, because it's on Zoom, it's online. And these work really well because we really get intimate with the people on the online workshops. But we've also got retreats, and they are July and October, they're away, but the July one is filling up right now. And the October one, they've asked for all the names 3 months before the event, which is by July. So if you know you want to come, please book your place, because there are only so many places available. So there you are. That's the challenge for you out there. Book your place and be with us over Easter, and we'll see you again soon for another of our inimitable blogs.